What's up guys? Welcome into today's video. It's going to be a little bit different from the rest of the stuff that I've been doing on this channel, but I did say that this channel is going to be all things Pokemon related, so a bunch of variety. So today we're going to talk about my first Pokemon public investment, why I bought $5,000 worth of Paldean Fates. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I did not get these at retail price. I wish I did, but no, I did not. I got these from Walmart online a couple days ago. I bought booster bundles for 45 bucks a piece, and then later they're restocked for 40 bucks a piece. So average price of about $42.50 plus tax for a Paldean Fates booster bundle. I was really hoping to post this video earlier so you guys can kind of, buy in or follow if you guys wanted to, but I checked today and they were back to their original, resale price of 80 bucks. But a couple days ago, GT Collectibles, which is just another name for MJ Holdings, they distribute Pokemon. They had these for 45 bucks, like I said, and then they restocked again for 40 bucks. So do keep an eye out. I do think they will have more available in a couple of days, I'm hoping. But yeah, just keep an eye out. But this $80 price was not what I paid. With every Pokemon investment that I do, I want to get in at a price where I can liquidate immediately if it doesn't go well and I need the capital at either break even or a slight loss. And what I mean by that is, if you go to TCG Player, right? They're currently sitting at 54 bucks plus $2 shipping. So we'll say $56. 56 bucks for a Paldean Fates booster bundle. If we do the 15% fee that they charge, I get 47.6 minus $5 shipping. 42.6 is what I would receive if I were to sell this today. And my buy-in price was about 42 bucks, 42.50, right? Average, times 1.06 my tax. So 45 bucks. So if I were to sell it all today, I would lose $2 per booster bundle. And I think that's a risk reward where I'm very happy with. With this investment, I have very limited downside and I can only see this set going up from here because I don't see Paldean Fates booster bundles dropping under this price, 56 bucks a piece, for a long time, unless there's a huge reprint that we don't know about. But this set released in January of last year. So it is a year old. It's still within that 2-year reprint period for Pokemon sets. So there's still a chance that they're going to print more, and they might, but I don't think that's going to do anything or that's going to do too much to the price. So in my opinion, this one's really safe for me. My buy price again is at $42.50 and it's already sitting at 52. So only upside from here. Why did I pick Paldean Fates as a set to invest in? Well, for one, it's a specialty set, which means they don't have booster boxes. And the next best thing to booster boxes are these bundles right here, as far as cost to pack ratio goes. Also, because it's a specialty set, it's generally speaking going to be more fun to open and the pull rates are going to be better than some regular sets. Not taking Prismatic into account, because that set is just, we all know about that one. Let's go through the card list, right? Obviously, we have the Massive Chaser, which is the Bubble Mew. It's market price of almost $400 right now. That's crazy, dude. 400 bucks for the Bubble Mew. Next one, we also have a big chaser, the Charizard EX. Beautiful artwork, which is also sitting at $210 market price right now. And then Gardevoir coming in third place. So we have 3 big chasers in this set, which are near 100 bucks or way over 100 bucks, with the Bubble Mew being the top chaser. And then we have the Shining Pikachu, little baby shiny here, at almost 50 bucks. And then Iono at 32, and then it just goes down from here. But I think these 4 sets will continue to carry this. These 4 cards will continue to carry this set for a long time. This set's never really going to be like a 151, where it's got that huge nostalgia factor. But if you do add up the top 4 cards from 151 and then compare it to the ones in Paldean Fates, check it out. So the top 4 for 151 sits at 487. So that's the Charizard, Venusaur EX, Blastoise, and then the Zapdos EX. Comes out to 487. If you add up the top 4 cards from Paldean, it's definitely carried by the Mew, but look at that, 747 versus 487. That's not even close, guys. If we're looking at this from a big hit chase standpoint, then Paldean Fates is the better set, right? If we're comparing Paldean Fates to some of the other stronger sets of this Scarlet and Violet era, I chose Paldean Evolved, Twilight Masquerade, and of course Surging Sparks. I'm not including Prismatic because that's in a league of its own, but these 3 sets I think are the stronger sets of this era, right? So if you look at the hit list or set list for Paldean Evolved, there's only 1 card carrying this set, and that's the Magikarp sitting at 250. And the next highest card is only at 65. So I think Paldean Fates just kills Evolved as far as value goes. Then we got Twilight Masquerade and Surging Sparks. If we're comparing Fates, I think this set is most similar to Twilight Masquerade. Because with Twilight Masquerade, you also have the big chaser, which is the Greninja. And then you also have these 4 big chase cards that are over 50 bucks, right? But again, if we do add up all of these, it comes out to 604. So 355 plus 50 plus 92 plus 80 plus 77, 604 value for the top 4 chase cards. Or if you go to Paldean Fates, again, we have 747 for the top 4. So in my opinion, Fates is better than Twilight Masquerade as a set too. It's a stronger set in my opinion, value-wise at least. And on top of all that, it does have the Zartax, guys. I think that the Charizard will continue to rise up just because it's a Charizard. Last but not least, we have Surging Sparks. And I think Surging Sparks does take the W in this one because the top 4 cards, I mean, just no comparison, right? The Butthole Pikachu is at almost 500 bucks compared to 400. You also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Let's call it 8 cards that are close to 50 bucks as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4 cards over 50. So Surging Sparks is in a league of its own. But that doesn't mean that Paldean Fates won't do well in the future either. But we also have to take into account that Surging Sparks is a much more recent set, and so the possibilities of a reprint is much higher. And they actually have announced a Surging Sparks reprint already. Whereas Paldean Fates, like I said, a year older, and possibility of reprints are lower, and then the volume of the reprint might be lower as well. So as of today, Paldean Fates, I think, is the better investment over all those sets that I just mentioned. Now, where do I see prices going from here at $56 per booster bundle today? It's hard to say because booster bundles are new to the Scarlet and Violet era, so it's kind of hard to compare bundles as opposed to booster boxes from Sword and Shield, for example. But in my opinion, I think this per pack basis could go up to $12.50 a pack, which would put it near Fusion Strike. So if we do Fusion Strike booster box prices are about $4.50. $4.50 divided by the 36 packs in these boxes, $12.50 a pack, right? And if we do that same math to the Paldean Fates, so $12.50 times 6, that will put the booster bundles at 75 bucks, and that would be kind of my price target. If we were to compare the two, I do see some similarities between this one and Fusion Strike. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 5 big cards that are carrying this set, but Mew, I could see it going up even more from here. In a couple years, once it gets to the age of Fusion Strike, I do see this going up to maybe 500, 600 bucks for one copy of this card. Charizard tax will always go up from here. So 200, I think, dude, it's going to go up from here. It could hit 300, which would put it into second place with the Espeon VMAX. Then the Gardevoir, this one might be the slacker of the group here. But what I'm saying is this set list and then comparing that to Fusion Strike, there's a lot of room to grow. That was my whole thesis on why I think this investment will do really well in the future. But here's some more numbers to kind of back it up as well, right? My cost per bundle with the tax was 45 bucks and 6 cents. The price target, if it were to hit, is 75. If I were to sell everything once it hits that $75 price target, this is how much I would get minus the 50% fees and then $5 shipping. I would get $58.75. That leaves me a $13.69 profit per bundle. And I have 120 of these. So this number times 120 leaves me with $16.42.80 if it does hit that $75 price target. And that percentage return is 30%. So if I were to achieve this, then in a year or maybe a bit, a little bit longer than a year, then I am outperforming the S&P 500, which I will be very happy with. This math proves that I have a 30% upside with very little to pretty much no downside. Again, I could sell these all today on TCG Player and only lose $2 per bundle, which I will lose, like 250 bucks as opposed to potentially gaining almost 2,000. I think that's pretty fair. For those of you that want the proof, here is my order history from Walmart. I am not just talking out my ass here. I do have this position, so hopefully this gives some more credibility. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you do like this kind of video, please drop me a like so I can know if you guys like it and I can make some more of these. But that is it for me today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed your stay. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please sub.